passing this year. It's the Jaguars and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The rushing numbers for Bigsby a week ago. 14 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Steps away to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff to Bigsby. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From midfield now, Lawrence. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion right goes Reed. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Was that the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Bigsby once more. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Peyton. And this time he is in. Yes. Tank Bigsby with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Chargers as they get set for the... drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Shifts by him, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. In motion goes the tight end. From the 50, it's Goff. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. They'll run with Hall. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Here's Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. Short throw to Disley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air again. Goff. Short throw to Disley.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Now Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Goff. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Goff. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, Goff. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Open man is Duvernay. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Lawrence. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to call the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Goff. That's again complete to Palmer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Goff. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Zaccheaus. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another run by Bigsby.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Goff.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Goff now looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And he'll go down at the 28.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hall ought to give up the middle.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Now Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Touchdown!
Jaden Reed
from 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, They'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Goff now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this will be a win for